What you will learn for today is all about solving direct and inverse variation. So you will also apply the way on how you translate direct and inverse variation because that will also be a part on steps on how to solve direct and inverse variation. Now, to start, let's have this first part wherein we discuss how to solve a direct variation. So it is also called sometimes a direct proportion. So as we recall, direct variation is a relationship between two quantities, for example, x and y, where as x increases, y also increases, or as y decreases, x also decreases. And the ratio between these two quantity is constant. So that ratio that is constant is what we call the constant of variation. So we have here the equation for us to solve given that our x and y are the two quantities. We can solve for the constant of variation by k is equal to y over x. And we can also translate an equation of variation coming from an statement. So this is the mathematical equation that is interpreted by y varies directly to x, or sometimes y is directly proportional to x. So we interpret it as y is equal to kx. Now, how do we solve direct variation? So here are the steps in solving direct variation. So first, we have to form the mathematical equation from the given statement. So later, we'll be having statements such as y varies directly to x, and we'll try to interpret it using an equation just like this one, y is equal to kx. Next, solve for the constant of variation. So dalawa yung way niyan is either we follow this formula or gamitin natin yung mathematical equation. But for me, mas maganda para hindi natin kailangan kabisaduhin yung formula, i-base na lang natin dun sa mathematical equation na ma-form natin. Next, form the equation of variation using the value of k. So, papalitan lang natin dyan yung value ni k ng number na na-compute natin dun sa step 2. And then step 4, we have to solve for the missing value. So, dito na yung pagkuha na natin ng final answer. So, para mas maintindihan natin tong steps na to, let's go to the examples. I have here 3 examples. So, first, we have y varies directly as x and y is equal to 12 when x is equal to 4. So, the problem here is find y when x is equal to 7. Ngayon, kung gusto natin tong ilagay sa table at makita kung ano yung itsura niya, katulad ng lesson natin before, the value of y in the first given is 12 when x is equal to 4. So, lagay natin dyan 4. Then, find y. So, y is missing when x is equal to 7. So, how do we solve for this value of y? We'll just need to follow the 4 steps. Yan. First step is for us to form the mathematical equation from the given statement. So, ang kailangan lang natin dyan is yung statement na y varies directly as x. So, from there, we just need to interpret this one at ilagay natin siya. So, di naman mahirap yan dahil we are already done with discussing about translating statements into a mathematical equation. Ito yung lesson natin nung una bago ito. So, we can have it as y is equal to kx. So, yan yung form ni y varies directly as x. Yan yung ginawa ninyo dun sa translating. Next, step 2, we will use this mathematical equation to solve for the constant of variation. So, just in case meron tayong mga exercise na ang tinatanong lang is solve for the constant of variation, yung k lang yung tinatanong doon. So, we will also use the first set of given. So, kung titignan nyo, sabi dyan, first set of given. So, ano yung first set of given na yun? So, sa table, ito yon yung 4 tsaka yung 12. Doon naman sa mismong statement, yung unang binigay na values ni x tsaka ni y. So, we will use y is equal to 12 and x is equal to 4. So, from there, we'll once again use the mathematical equation na na-form natin, which is y is equal to kx. Now, all we need to do is to substitute y. Gagawin natin 12 kasi dito, y is equal to 12. Then, we will also substitute 4 on the value of x because here, the value of x is 4 sa first set of given natin. Now, after that one, all you need to do is to divide 4 on both sides. Kasi, di ba dito, 4 times k, ito ay magiging 4k. Then, divide both sides by 4 para makuha at matira lang yung value ni k. So, 4 divided by 4 will be 1. Then, 12 divided by 4, the answer will be 3. So, ito ngayon yung ating constant of variation. So, our constant of variation once again is k is equal to 3. So, as we continue solving, konektado din yung step 3 dito. For example, sa exercise, sinabi sa inyo, form the equation of variation using the value of k. So, equation of variation will include k is equal to 3. So, ito lang yung sagot nyo kung ang tanong lang sa inyo is equation of variation. Once again, we will use y is equal to kx, pero this time, papalitan na natin yung k nung na-solve natin. Since ang na-solve natin dito ay k is equal to 3, we will replace that k on y is equal to kx. Papalitan lang natin ng 3 si x. So, saan nanggaling ulit yung 3 na to? Dito, kay constant of variation. So, tapos na yung step 3. Ganyan lang kasimple yon. So, if we are asked to solve for the missing value, we'll go back to the statement and it says, find the value of y when x is equal to 7. So, magagamit nating value dyan, yung binigay sa atin na x is equal to 7. And once again, we will use the equation of variation y is equal to 3x. So, gagamitin natin yan to solve for the value of y. Since dito, binigay na x is equal to 7, so papalitan lang natin dito sa equation of variation yung x at papalitan natin ng 7. So, the answer will be y is equal to 3 times 7. The answer is 21. So, ito na yung magiging sagot natin. O, diba? Okay, let's proceed to example number 2. So, same set of steps pa rin yung gagamitin natin. Iba lang yung given. First, we have the given y varies directly as x and y is equal to 18 when x is equal to 9. So, find y when x is equal to 23. So, once again, ang value ng y natin sa una is 18 when x is equal to 9. And from the second, find y. So, once again, missing yung y natin when x is equal to 23. So first, form the mathematical equation from the statement. So gamitin ulit natin yung y varies directly as x. So bakit ginagawa pa natin yan? Although paulit-ulit. Kasi sometimes, variation statements changes the variable. So kapag nag-problem solving din tayo, hindi nyo na madalas makikita yung y varies directly as x. Ibang letters or ibang variables na yung ginagamit. Depende dun sa given sa problem. But for here, paulit-ulit lang, it's y is equal to kx pa rin yung gagamitin natin. So next, step 2, we'll use that y is equal to kx and the first set of given. So in this case, we have 9 and 18. So yan yung una natin gagamitin. So x is equal to 9 and y is equal to 18. So we'll use once again y is equal to kx. Substitute natin. Ang y natin ay 18. So gagawin natin 18 to. Then copy x, then copy k, then x pala ipapalitan natin ng 9. Then after that, simplify ko lang. K times 9 is 9k. In this case, we can divide both sides by 9 to get the value of k. So here we have k is equal to 18 divided by 9. The answer is 2. So ito ngayon yung value ni k natin. So what's our constant of variation? K is equal to positive 2. So we'll use that constant of variation to form the equation of variation. Since nakuha na natin na 2 yan, we'll once again use y is equal to kx. Then we substitute 2. Itong 2 na nakuha natin as value of k, palitan natin, then copy x. So our equation of variation is y is equal to 2x. So as we continue, we are now ready to solve for the missing value. So ang missing natin is once again the y value. So we'll use y is equal to 2x as our working equation, the equation of variation. And we will use the given from the second set. We have x is equal to 23. So from x is equal to 23, ang gagawin lang natin, papalitan ngayon natin yung x natin ng 23. So lagay natin dyan. 2 times 23. So the value of y when x is equal to 23, the answer is 46. And this will be the value of y when x is equal to 23. So yan, tama tayo. Y is equal to 46. Okay, let's proceed to step or sample number 3. So we have now the given y varies directly as x and y is equal to 48 when x is equal to 6. So the question is find x when y is equal to 80. So this time, kapag nilagay na natin siya sa table, 48 daw yung y kapag yung x ay 6. Then, find x. So, missing ngayon ay yung x natin. So, ibang type ng example to. When y is equal to 80. So, lagay natin dyan 80. So, tignan nyo ang missing value dito will now be x. So, same steps pa rin tayo. First, form the mathematical equation using y varies directly as x. So, we'll interpret as y is equal to kx. Now, we'll use that y is equal to kx to solve for the constant of variation. The same time, we'll use the first set of given. In this case, we have y is equal to 48 and x is equal to 6. So, gamitin natin yung y is equal to kx, palitan natin yung y ng 48, then yung x papalitan ngayon natin ng 6. Then we multiply, k times 6 is 6k. So, copy mo lang yung 48. We can divide both sides by 6. Therefore, k is equal to 48 divided by 6 is 8. So, yan yung value ngayon ng ating k. So, our constant of variation k will be equal to 8. So, as we continue, we'll use that k, which is equal to 8, to form the equation of variation. So, all we need to do is to replace k with 8. So, y is equal to 8x. So, that will be our working formula for step number 4. So, in this case, ang nawawalang value natin or missing value natin ay x, pero given tayo ng y is equal to 80. Ngayon, tingnan natin. Once again, gagamit tayo ng y is equal to 8x. But this time, instead of us substituting a value to x, since x yung nawawala at given yung y natin na 80, ang ilalagay natin dito is 80, yung y. Then 8x. Now, how do we solve for the value of x? Ganito lang kasimple. Divide mo siya parehas kay 8 kasi para matawala yung katabi ni x at maging 1 na lang siya. So, 8 divided by 8 will be both 1. So, x will now be equal to 80 divided by 8, that the answer will be 10. So, x is equal to 10. So, yan.